is a very special day. Today is the official release of my latest project, Please Louise, written by Toni and Slade Morrison. So, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Please Louise. Happy birthday to you. I'm very excited to share this with you. Typically, I make a book trailer to celebrate my books, but this time around I wanted to get more people involved, and I decided to host a book contest or giveaway contest on my blog where I asked readers to tell me their favorite library story or share their favorite library experience in 250 words or less. And I was so pleased with the response. I had a lot of great stories and it was really difficult to choose, so I had to call in another judge to kind of help me keep things impartial. So, second place winner, well, just in general, winners will receive a signed copy of the book. Many thanks to Miss Toni Morrison, who is sending me three signed copies of the book, one for me and two for you guys. Signed copies of the book. And many thanks to Paula Wiseman, our editor at Simon & Schuster, for making that happen. Viewers or contest winners will also receive a poster and bookmark for Please Louise. First place winner will also receive a Jump In Studio, get it together, here we go, a Jump In Studio t-shirt, and a really fun Jump In Studio tote bag for their books, of course. First place winner will receive a grand prize, which includes a 3-month subscription to Zubeen.com, a picture book and app subscription service. So you're able to plug in information about a child of your choice, or yourself even, your interests, your age, ethnicity, anything that will help help people sort of curate the books that come to your house every month. I've given subscriptions away and I'm just so excited about the service. I have an ongoing indefinite subscription for my godson, and it just makes me really pleased to know that he gets a book every month to add to his growing library. So it's really fun. So let's get to the nitty-gritty of it, shall we? Second place winner is Anita C. Gonzalez, and I'll read you her story. Growing up, our father was the one who encouraged us to read and helped me get my first library card. When my two sisters and I were old enough to ride bikes in the neighborhood without our parents, we would ride to the library and read for hours while sharing books with each other. We grew up lower middle class, and with 4 children in the house, we had a baby brother too. We didn't have much money to spend. But when we were at the library, that didn't matter. It was just a few blocks away, and in the summertime provided a safe, cool, air-conditioned place to be, with ice-cold water from the drinking fountain and a candy machine to buy a treat for my sisters and I to share. It was a place that offered adventure, mystery, friendship, and humor, all in the books. It was a place that had every single Nancy Drew mystery. And after I read the entire series, the librarian gave me a special bookmark as a reward that I kept for years. The first time I read Thomas and the Library Lady, I cried like a baby, feeling nostalgic, thinking how my time spent in a library shaped the person I am today. As an adult, I became a teacher and shared my love for the library with all my students. If just one ended up loving the library as much as I do, that one is good enough for me. I love this story, and I too grew up on Nancy Drew. I ate those books. They were just, it's like candy. Thank you so much, Anita, for sharing your experience. I can relate to so much of this as a child and as an adult. It's really hot in the summers here in Baltimore, and I don't have air conditioning, so I typically will work on my dummies and sketches in the library where it is cool and peaceful, and of course where there are tons of books. Now, for our first place winner, I chose this story because I got 2 stories for the price of 1. I know we only said 1 contest entry, so the rules were followed, but this entry came in as sort of a he said, she said type experience. So Jan Birkins and her husband both entered the contest and told different sides of the same story. And I'll just read you the story. I'll read you Jan's story. On September 17, 2001, just days after the attacks on the Twin Towers, I was spending my days tying up a series of loose ends in preparation for a move to a new town. One such loose end involved cataloging and sorting books I had purchased through a grant written through the local library to establish a small library at the local jail. I was stressed, working frantically in the back room of the public library while trying to manage the simultaneous emotions of an unwanted move and the shared grief of the nation, when what appeared to be a rather hapless library volunteer walked into the corner of one of my boxes of books and pantomimed a serious injury. I was in no mood for frivolity or distraction. I apologized and strategically avoided small talk by overtly returning my attention to my stack of books. A few minutes later, he did it again, bumping into the corner of another box, and still again. Eventually, my stoicism cracked, and we enjoyed a few moments of laughter together. He offered to help me with my task, and although he continued to prove a distraction, we managed to organize the books for the new library. To make a long 250 words or less, to make a long story 250 words or less, after 12 years of marriage and 2 sons, ages 11 and 6, he still regularly distracts me from my work by making me laugh, and I am still grateful for his love of laughter and of libraries. What a sweet story. What a range of emotions. Congratulations to you, Jan, and I love the fact that you were working on providing a library to people that didn't have one through a grant provided by your local library. So really just sort of being a hero for your community. Joseph Campbell defines a hero as someone who will learn something or gain something and then give it back to his community. And that just touched me on such a very emotional way. Really, really sweet story, great story, and thank you and well written. And thank you so much for sharing it. So, that being said, all of your swag will be delivered shortly. I'm still waiting on the books from Miss Morrison, but USPS has said it'll be here probably this afternoon. Thank you so much for participating, for playing. I hope to have more contests like this, as it was so much fun to do. Stay in touch, stay tuned to the blog and the newsletter. I have lots of events that are coming up, not a whole lot because I'm still teaching right now, but other events coming up. I'm teaching an online picture book course with craftsy.com, so keep a lookout for that. And yeah, go out and find Louise on your shelves. Hopefully grab a few copies for kids that you love and that you want to share books with and knowledge with, and support your libraries. Go to the library, check out books. Bring people with you. I take my classes to the libraries all the time. Support your school libraries. Donations are always useful, but using the library is the best thing that you can do to help it. Yeah, so go to the library. Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful work day and drawing day or whatever other kind of day that you have, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.